Hi, this is Alan Gassman, and I'm here with my partner, Chris Denicolo. And it's been almost 10 years since we published our articles on the Joint Exempt Step-Up Trust. And since this time, we've been able to get a lot of feedback, and we've been able to implement and administer a lot of these trusts, and they have worked very well. So what is the Joint Exempt Step-Up Trust? This is a revocable trust entered into by a married couple, which can designate a share for each spouse while they are living. And on death, the trust can enable the surviving spouse to report a full step-up in basis for all trust assets. In addition to that step-up, which does replicate a community property situation, you have the ability to fund credit shelter trusts on the first death of up to all of the assets in the joint trust. So if you're in a community property state, as you know, you can only use half of the assets to fund a credit shelter trust. If you're in a non-community property state, you typically have a separate revocable trust for each spouse, and you can't typically fund more than half or more than what's in that first dying spouse's credit shelter trust. The third advantage of the JEST from the point of view of the client is actually simplification, because the clients can put their assets into one joint trust. While this is common in community property states, in non-community property states, clients are always saying, which trust do I put this in? Which trust is mine? Which trust is yours? The fourth advantage of the JEST is creditor protection, because although the JEST assets are not protected from creditors during the lifetime of both spouses, if I'm the neurosurgeon and my spouse is the soccer coach, then my share of the JEST could be 2%, and my spouse's share of the JEST could be 98%. So if I get a judgment against me, I lose my 2%. My spouse's 98% is safe. Yet if I die, we expect a full step up and full funding of a credit shelter trust. So Chris, what have I missed?
Alan, you said it very well and concisely, as usual. The JEST Trust is a very unique tool, and for many families, it can serve both tax and non-tax purposes alike, as you've pointed out. We encourage you to take a look further at these materials and in our presentation, and hope that individuals can provide us with feedback, and as we continue to study the fascinating topic of asset structuring between married couples, we think the JEST Trust is one of the better options available.
The JEST Trust is not for everybody. The practitioner who uses the JEST Trust needs to spend some time understanding how it works. It is a complicated trust to draft, although we believe that our forms make it much easier to draft than some other trusts you may have involvement with. You should read the articles and literature on the JEST before you put it together. After the death of one spouse, there has to be serious and careful administration of the trust, but that keeps you as an advisor involved with the family. You will need to have a competent accountant involved, because on the first death, you will want to document fair market value of assets and fund up to 2 credit shelter trusts. The last thing I'll say is that if you think estate tax planning and trust planning is interesting, then the JEST, we enjoy using it. We enjoy the mechanics of the JEST, we enjoy explaining the JEST, and we enjoy understanding powers of appointment, fiduciary duties, and things like that. When you look at our JEST documents, you're getting not only the JEST documents, but you're getting our take on what a client's legal documents should mean and what they should say. So we hope that you will steal generously from our JEST documents into your community property documents or your separate revocable trust documents. Take what you like and leave the rest. We are available for questions, comments, and suggestions. I am Alan, ALAN, at GASSMANPA.com. Chris is Christopher at GassmanPA.com. Thank you for considering the JEST, and we hope that you give it a try and enjoy it. Thank you.